Hey guys, well, I figured I'd bring you out here to the little pond I come to. Kind of, it's kind of hard to explain. There's row houses, and there's a road with nothing on it, and then there's a road, and then there's another pond right across the street. So, come down here. It's pretty close to the house, maybe about, I don't know, 5 minutes away. Just wanted to kind of get out and test some different lures. Maybe I'll make this into a series with different lures and stuff like that. But today I just came out and I'm going to use show that to you. Charlie Brewer Slider, black and chartreuse, on a 1/32 jig head on 4-pound test suffix. Got a Berkeley Cherrywood 5'6" rod, light action, and an Abu Garcia Cardinal SX10 reel. So we're going to try and cast out a few times and see what happens. Alright, well, I moved it and I'll show you what I'm casting out into here. I'll try and get along this branch of this tree that's fallen in the water, just to be around some structure. And usually if it doesn't work here, then I go to another spot right down there, and we don't get no bites here, and you know, a couple casts and we'll move. So usually just try and get as close to that as possible without getting it stuck. And like I said, the brim have been hitting here pretty good here lately, and it's been pretty good. Now today it rained all day, and then when I got off work I decided I would come down here and maybe check it out, see if anything was happening after the rain. See if I can move this way. I try to vary my retrieves, although most of the time I just go with the slow retrieve. It seems like the brim, at least, like the slow retrieve a little better, other than actually chasing it. Sometimes I'll reel it fast and then kind of pause and then slow and then fast again and slow. I hope you guys can hear me over that dog over there. But came out earlier for just a few minutes before I picked my son up from school, and I caught a small little tiny bass out here on like one cast. So now at that point I was using a pink and pearl Charlie Brewer Sliders. I obviously have no affiliation with them whatsoever. I just was turned on to their product by my buddy Tony Daniel, which, by the way, check out his YouTube page, Pathfinder Potter. Dude is a wealth of information, and he's a darn good fisherman. Does a lot of good stuff, so check him out. Anyways, but so I figured I would kind of throw fishing on my channel. Just, well, A, I enjoy fishing, but B, I think it goes hand in hand with some of the self-reliant stuff. Or, you know, you could throw, you know, these 1/32 jig heads and a couple of these crappie sliders in your bag, and they catch everything. Like I said, I caught a bass on it earlier. I catch a brim on them all the time, including crappie. I can hear them bumping around in the water, hitting the top. It's about 7 o'clock at night right now, so sometimes I'll throw it out there and reel it back as soon as I get it. Sometimes I'll let it sit there a minute, just to kind of, maybe it'll pique their interest or something. Like, oh, we'll just hit the water. But something's out there, because it's hitting the top of the water out there, and it's pretty big, it looks like. It's probably a big old bass. Although there are some pretty big brim, bluegill, whatever you want to call it. See if I can get this out there. haven't even really gotten any nibbles today on this pond. The one across the street got a couple nibbles, but I think those were just little tiny bass because nothing would take it really. But just keep trying here. Pretty rare over the last couple weeks that I've come here and gotten skunked and not gotten anything. So, although I did get that little tiny bass earlier, but I don't really count that. I throw the bass back. I don't really like catching bass. I mean, it's, I guess, cool for the sport of it, I guess. You know, picking up a pretty good fight. I don't know, just don't really care about catching them really. Pretty easy to, kind of easy to catch them down around here. I live in South Carolina. It's pretty easy to catch bass around here. And try it out the other way. You guys probably aren't going to be able to see this, but try it out the other way here for a little bit. No nibbles on this pond today. Might have to move to the other pond. The other day I was here and on this particular same black chartreuse. Yeah, the lady over there just told the dog to shut up. Anyways, on this black and chartreuse jig the other day, it was like literally every cast I threw out there I was catching something. Just about, I would say out of like 10 casts I caught like 7 fish. All the other guys out here were fishing with worms and they weren't catching nothing. So I just gave them, there's something. Yep, there we go. That's what we got here. I think he's a brim. Yep, there we go. Decent brim there. Alright, one more cast, I'll let you guys go. Yeah, that's not what I wanted it. Heck, what the heck? You always say one more, right? And then you always do one more after that. So, see if I, that's where I wanted it the first time. Let it sit there a sec. Now we'll rail it. Alright, well, alright guys, well, thanks for joining me. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world to watch, but I do think it's a skill that, you know, you have to, I don't know if the term is work at, but I mean, you definitely got to learn some tricks of the trade, you know, and you got to kind of target the species you want. You also have to learn, you know, what their movements are, where they're going to be. So that's why this spring, it's been the 70s mostly, and I've been trying to get along these, you know, real shallow banks here. If you go on the other side where there's a road at, I mean, as soon as like you get off the bank, it's like it's real deep. I don't even know how deep it is. It's real deep though. I know it's probably at least 5 foot deep, 6 foot deep right there just at the bank. And over here it's real shallow. I can see the bottom. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of add this kind of thing to my channel. I enjoy doing it as a hobby, but I also think it's a skill worth learning. You know, yeah, you might not carry a Berkeley cherry wood in your bag with you or on a hike with you or something, but I do have a retractable rod that I could carry with if I wanted to. You know, I would just have to throw that in my bag, and then let me show you. I got this little tackle box that fits right in my pocket, and I just fill this thing up with, I got hooks, and I got, you know, kind of hard to see, I guess, some topwater lures and some different jigs and some other things just for some kind of different scenarios. I guess basically, I used to always, and I just found one of my old lures on the ground. That's pretty awesome. So I'll throw that back in my tackle box. But I used to just buy whatever, and then I would try and you know, just catch whatever. Now I'm getting a little better at it. I've been doing it for a year now, and just trying to get better at it and learn different tricks and stuff like that. When I was younger, we lived in Florida and we always saltwater fish, so it's a lot different. But anyways, sorry, I'm rambling. First video in a while. Thanks for watching.